lives. Because when we just go to taking things and getting things for ourselves, we always make a mess when we just go take something for ourselves, get what we want. Don't acknowledge God as if we can just fix it all by ourselves. That's not the way it works. God needs to be the head over whatever we're doing. And we seek God, we can have whatever we want in Him. If we'll seek to please Him and delight ourselves in Him. Say, if you delight yourself in the Lord, He'll grant you the desires of your heart. Because then if you delight yourself in Him, see, you won't be asking for things that don't please God. That's the whole point. A lot of time we ask for things that are not even in our best interest, simply because we want to do what we want to do. But when we learn how to just acknowledge God, seek His face, and say, Lord, what would you have me to do? Lord, what do I need to do that would be pleasing unto you? If we seek His face, He will reveal Himself to us. He'll show us and tell us exactly what He wants us to do, how to do it, and so that we can be victorious. That's the whole key. Whatever we do, we want to do it to please God, and we want to do it in such a manner that we come out victorious. Whatever we're struggling and suffering through in this life, we don't want to suffer in vain. That's the key. Too much of our suffering is in vain because we don't acknowledge God first. We just go do something hoping it'll work out. It's not how hard we work. It's not how hard we try. It's how much we obey God, how we seek Him. We seek to acknowledge Him in all whatever we're doing so that He might be glorified in us. One of the worst things I hear people say is, I don't care. When you say you don't care, that means your values are mixed up and messed up. When you say you don't care, that means you don't have empathy for others. You don't have feelings or regard for others. You don't care. The only thing you're thinking about is what you want when you say you don't care. If you don't care, it's something really wrong with that kind of statement. But we ought to all care. That's what the scripture says. It says we to love God with all our heart. So if you love God with all your heart, you got to care. You got to care in order to please Him. The scripture says, for without faith, it is impossible to please God. We can't please God if we don't have faith in Him. And if we have faith in God, we have to care about what we're doing so that we will please Him. We must have faith if we're going to please God. And another thing, the second commandment says, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. You can't love your neighbor as yourself if you don't care about your neighbor. If you care about yourself, you're going to do everything you can to help yourself and build yourself up, to take care of yourself. And if you love your neighbor as yourself, you would do the same thing toward your neighbor as you would toward yourself. That's what we need to understand today. We need to love our neighbor, even as we love ourselves. Do those things that are pleasing unto God and walk in the newness of life. Walk in the fulfillment of the Spirit. Oh, bless the name of the Lord today. I just thank you for joining us today. I ask you to please like and subscribe as you come into the room today. We're just talking about the goodness of the Lord and all that God is doing in our lives and how we want to walk before Him and to do the things that's pleasing unto God. But mainly we need to walk with compassion, walk with mercy and understanding toward one another. Too many times we don't show enough mercy. We don't show enough compassion. We just want to do what we want to do and don't worry about nobody or nothing else. So many times we're hurting. We don't want nobody to know how much we hurt. We don't want nobody else to know how badly we feel. I was talking with my daughter on yesterday, and she was saying that, she said, I haven't done anything to hurt anybody. But when you don't care about others' feelings, that hurts. When you don't care about what other people think, that hurts. When you only think about what you want, that hurts. Because we need each other. We need to each other. We need to know that other people care and are concerned about what we are going through. We all need somebody to talk to. And that's one of the biggest problems we suffer from too. People talk about depression and things of that nature. The reason so many people suffer from depression is because they don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have anybody they can confide in, anybody they can have confidence in. And that's why they suffer from depression. They don't have an outlet for their feelings. They don't have anyone that they can trust, that they feel can help them. So therefore they internalize everything and it just eats away at them like a cancer. But if you have someone that